Hello, I'm Waffles Are Better. This is a tutorial on how to make a simple custom resource pack for Minecraft Java Edition. This is one of my first videos, so if you like this video, please subscribe because it would help me out. Thank you. So first, you need to create a new folder and just name this whatever you want the resource pack to be called when you see it in the game. So I'm going to name this tutorial pack, and then inside of here you need to create a new text document. You need to make sure you can see the file extension .txt. If you can't, go up to View and just check the box next to File Name Extensions. So you want to rename the file, including the file extension, to Pack.mcmeta. Then click Yes, and you need to make sure it says mcmeta file here, and it needs to be called exactly Pack.mcmeta, or else it will not work in-game. So next what you need to do is edit Pack.mcmeta with a text editor. I use Notepad++, and you need to type exactly what I'm typing. So you need to make some curly brackets, and then type pack in quotation marks, and then a colon, another set of curly brackets, and then inside of the second set of curly brackets, you want to say pack_format in quotation marks, and then colon. And this is what's going to tell the game which game version the pack is compatible with. So 1.16 will be 6, 1.17 will be 7 when it comes out. I believe 1.15 is 5, 1.13 and 14 are 4, 1.11 and 12 are 3, and so on. So I'm going to make this pack compatible with 1.16, so I'm going to put 6, and then you need a comma. And then under here you put, in quotation marks, description, and then a colon, and then in quotation marks again, whatever you want the description for your pack to be when it shows up in game. So I'm just going to say, this is a resource pack, and then go to File and Save, and then you can close this. So the next thing you're going to want to do is to make an icon for your resource pack, and this isn't actually necessary. If you leave the icon blank, it'll just give a default icon, which I believe is a cobblestone texture. But if you want to do that, you can just get an image. So I'm going to get an image from my downloads, the creeper waffle PNG that I have. Now I can close this, and you need to name this to Pack.png. It needs to be a PNG image, and it also needs to be a square. So the next thing you need to do is actually create the folders where the textures will go. So you want to create a new folder called Assets, and then in there a new folder called Minecraft. And then here in the Minecraft folder you'll have another folder called Textures. In the Textures folder, you need to make several directories, and they need to be specific because Minecraft will look in specific folders to find the right textures. So to find the Minecraft default textures and the directory, you want to go to search and then type in %appdata%, open your appdata folder, and then go to .minecraft, and then go to versions, and then open up the version you want to get the textures from. So I'm going to do 1.16.4, and then you want to extract 1.16.4.jar. So I'm going to extract to 1.16.4 with WinRAR, and this might take a minute. And so you can see it's extracting all the texture files. Then once this is done, you can drag this to your desktop. and close this. And then you can open this and you can see all of the Minecraft files. Once you're in here, you want to navigate to the same folder that we have here. So you can see we have Assets, Minecraft Textures. You want to go to Assets, Minecraft Textures. And so then, depending on what you want to retexture, you want to copy that file location into your resource pack. So for instance, if you want to retexture the diamond block, you can find the diamond block texture, which I know is in block folder, and you can just search to make sure, and yep, the diamond block texture is in here. So then you can just create a new folder called block, because that's what this folder is called. And then if you want to retexture the diamond, you can find the diamond texture, which is in item, and you can check by searching for diamond. Yep, the diamond is in here. So you could create a new folder called item. And just remember, it needs to be named the exact same thing that it's named in the Minecraft file. So you can also retexture things like entities. And in entities, it has more layers of textures. So like if you wanted to retexture the creeper, for example, you could create a new folder called entity, and then in that folder create a new folder called creeper, because as you can see there's a creeper folder here. When you open that, there's these two different textures. This one is for the normal creeper and this is for a charged creeper, I believe. And so you would need to, if you were just retexturing the creeper, all you would need to do was change this file. So next you need to actually create the textures. So you can use any kind of image editing program to do so, but it needs to be pixel art. So I use a site called Piskel, and because I just find it pretty easy to create textures. So if you're using Piskel, you can just easily import, then browse images, and then go to the desktop where you saved the version folder. Open this, go to Assets, Minecraft Textures, and then if you want to find the diamond block, just open block, and then find the diamond block. So you can search diamond block, and then open, and then just import, okay. And so this is the diamond block texture. So say I wanted to make the diamond block have a red smiley face. I could just draw a smiley face on the diamond block and give it some eyes. I know this is a really bad texture, but if this is what you want to make, then you can make this, and this is just an example, so it doesn't really matter. So then you can hit export, and then PNG. It needs to be a PNG, and then download. So then once you've got the PNG downloaded to your computer, you just need to get it from your downloads folder and place it in the right folder that corresponds to where it is in the actual game. For instance, we're trying to modify the texture for a diamond block. So you're going to go to Assets, Minecraft Textures, Block, and then since the diamond block is in here, as you can see, you're going to want to put your diamond block texture into this folder. So I'm going to open the downloads and bring this into the block folder. And it needs to be named exactly the same thing that it's actually named in Minecraft. So this is already named diamondblock.png, but if you wanted to like make this a gold block, it would have to be named gold_block.png. You couldn't name anything else as long as you wanted to override the actual Minecraft texture. So now what I'm going to do is create the textures for the other things that I wanted to create textures for. So I can just import another image. I'm going to go to textures, and then this time item instead, and I'm going to search for diamond to find the diamond texture. And then I'm going to replace this image and just draw a smiley face on the diamond as well, because I don't know why I shouldn't. And then you can export this again and make sure to download as a PNG, because it does need to be a PNG. And then I can also create my creeper texture. So this time you need to go to textures and then entity and creeper, and then open the creeper texture. And as you can see, it's been kind of unfolded. So this is where its head is, and this is the side and top of its head. And this is the back. These are its legs, I think, and then this is its body. So if you want to draw a smiley face on the creeper, oops, that doesn't look very good. Smiley face on the creeper, you can do this as well. And then you can export this too. And make sure, again, that it's a PNG. It does need to be a PNG. So then you can close this again, and I'm going to reopen my downloads folder. And these are already named what I want them to be named, because that's how I imported them. But if they're not named the same name as they're named in the regular Minecraft files, they will not work. So entity creeper, and then drag in creeper.png, and then back to item, and drag in diamond.png. So after you've done this, your pack is done. Well, it's probably not done, because you probably aren't only making 3 textures. But if you did only want to make 3 textures, then your pack is done. So the next thing you need to do is bring it into Minecraft. So I'm just going to play on 1.16.4, because I did make my pack work on 1.16. Then you can go to Options, Resource Packs, Open Pack Folder. So this will open the Resource Packs folder in your .minecraft folder. You can also get here by going again %appdata%, and then .minecraft, and then you can find the Resource Packs folder here. So what you need to do is go back to your folder, copy the main folder that I've named Tutorial Pack, and then paste it into the Minecraft Resource Packs folder. So as you can see, it has now showed up here. This is the icon I set, and the description and the name. You just click this arrow, and then done. So then, if I open this, go into single player, and open this test world that I have, you can see that if I get a diamond block and a diamond, the textures now have the smiley face that I put on them. And you can see that if I put it on the ground, yep, they do have the correct texture now. And creeper head also has been retextured, but the creeper now has a smiley face, and you can put the creeper head on your head and have your own smiley face. And another thing that I forgot to mention is that the textures do need to actually be the same resolution as they are in Minecraft, or whatever that resolution is, times a multiple of 16. You can see that the size of this is 64 by 32. So, like, for example, this could also be 128 by 64, or for example, 256 by 128 for the creeper texture, and it would still work, but it couldn't be like 254 by 127, because that is not a multiple of 16. and so block textures need to be 16 by 16, or 32 by 32, or 64 by 64, or any multiple of 16 up to 256. I believe might be the max. It might be higher than that. I'm not sure. And same with items. They do need to be the same resolution, or whatever the resolution is multiplied by 16, or else it also will not work. So that's it. That's all you really need to know for making a basic resource pack. There are a few more things that you can do, but I won't be going over those today. I might go over them in future videos. Thanks for watching.